All right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Come on, fellas. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Antonio Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Set 70, Indy.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. His throw caught at about the 5. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Miller. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Your track, your track.
Hey, Zoo.
56, right there, 56. Hey, me and you all day.
734.
From the gun, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Stidham on 2nd down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down. Ready? Send Lobo.
Stidham sets to throw on 1st. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
1st down, Detroit.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Olivier Vernon brings him down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, 280.
56. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
Shotgun now for Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. Carr now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
29. 56. I'm here. I'm here all day. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
Smith.
56.
From the gun, Carr. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Hunt. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, echo.
Stidham now to throw on 3rd down. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stidham on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now, Stidham. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Fancy footwork in midfield. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Quit talking about it and bring it.
3rd and 2 now, Stidham. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Check. Crunch. 80 weapons.
On first down, it's Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Stidham. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check 26.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This is Miller, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is taken at the 10. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. On 1st down, Stidham. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. 2nd down, Stidham to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Lions.
Set up. 10-2 stop. Stop your one. What time? You're right.
On 1st down, it's Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Stidham. Got a man open, that's Harry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down.
2nd down at the 6-yard line.
On the double. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. First down, defense.
On 2nd down. It's Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 3rd field goal of the 1st half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Stidham. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hey, Charlie. 56, Mike, 56. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. 637. 56.
Operating from the gun. Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it's going to be 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first, this from 41. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
At their own 25-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Final play of the half, it's Stidham. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing now is Carr. This will be caught by Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Pull it together. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
To throw, it's Carr. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. 9.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. But once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the counter, Hunt. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
51's the mic. Let's go.
Now Stidham, off play action. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. Set. 10 low ball. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I can't believe they let you play. 61. Matchbox lights. Switch. Fire.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
54. Too little, Rush in. You draw Porter.
Stidham. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 46. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 51.
3rd and long. It's Stidham. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
First down.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Now Stidham. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Zadarius Smith gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
51 to Mike, boy. 51. Hey, lock it. Slam.
On 3rd and goal, Stidham. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This just a 24-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Exit. 6-18. 54, Mike.
Carr now on 1st first down. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
Bravo!
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Complete. Richardson has it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Yeah. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
To throw is Carr. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Mike 51.
They'll run it again with Miller. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Vikings. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch your leg. Quick down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now it's Stidham. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
First down, Detroit.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Hunt. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Stidham first down in the red zone. Got an open man, it's QT. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. 54. You got to get the ball. Can you get the ball? Yeah.
They run again with Hunt. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Again, it's Miller. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Let's get off the field.
To throw his car. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
This is Hunt on the draw play. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
Brings up second and a yard. The first down pass. Complete to N'Keal Harry. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Stidham. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Aaron Donald in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now Stidham. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
51, Mike 51. Get him.
They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. That's to his running back, complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.